What's up, everyone? I am Patty Jack, and I just had a bounty bar. It was delicious. Oh my god. Just something about chocolate and coconut makes me feel all good inside and all warm and fuzzy inside. And you know what else makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside? Making a motherfucking Twitter account that's being followed by guys like Dr. Chiz, Fuzzy Otterballs, Dysfunction, and a couple other guys. I am just, I'm a little high on the Twitter, on the tweets, on the internets. I am just pretty happy because I made a Twitter account last night. No, 2 days ago now. Yes, 2 days ago. It's called Insanity Sark. I'll give you a link to that in the description below. And I was quite happy with that. Basically, what I did was I took an old troll meme called Insanity Wolf, and I was like, I wonder what I could turn this into. Then I just happened to see a picture of Sark going on, and I was like, ooh, that would go over to that pretty well. So I just shoved that over there, and to start tweeting some Insanity Wolf quotes and whatnot, making out some of my own, and just using some old ones, and it has gotten a bit of a following. Like, it's not that many, only like 138 followers as of right now, as I'm looking at my Twitter page, but it's pretty good nonetheless. And I'm happy because I got guys like Dr. Chiz and Fuzzy Oddballs just tweeting back at me, and we're just having a laugh, and it's pretty awesome. Like, I'm not asking them to check out my channel or anything. I don't care about that. I mean, I put a link to my Twitter account on the frickin' Insanity Wolf account, but I mean, other than that, I'm not asking them to do any of that. This is just a pure fun troll account. So if you guys want to go follow that, that'd be pretty sweet. Anyways, moving on. I want to talk to you guys today about something called the universe, and the way I see some goings on in it and stuff. I know that's a pretty big transition from Insanity Wolf towards the universe, and I'm gonna let you wrap your head around that right now. So anyways, I want to talk to you guys and say kind of my thoughts about religion and what the universe is. And I'm not going to start bashing religion or anything, or saying you need to believe in God and blah 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 blah. I don't believe in that at all. I would prefer to say really that I want to get my 2 cents on what I think religion is. And this may be something that you guys haven't heard anyone really say, because this is kind of me just thinking by myself. If someone else has already come up with this, good for them. They get a gold star. So, anyways, I'm just going to say that I think religion and believing in God is a compensation for what the human mind can't understand. And what I mean by that is, I think that 1,000 years ago, or however long ago, some guy thought that, hey, there might be some supernatural, or maybe just some law or something like that garners how we live our life. Now, back then, that would have been totally disproportional. No one would have believed him, and then they would have just been called a witch or something and burned at the stake. So in order to compensate for that, they said, you know what? Maybe there's an all-powerful being that is controlling all of us, because back then, that was more believable than saying the universe is a giant, amazingly huge place that we all have a place in that kind of controls our life and on a set guideline. It was just easier to say that there's a guy doing that than that there was a huge open universe that no one back then could have fathomed. So I think that God was made up as a representation of how the universe was of how the universe kind of garners how our life goes together. As in, I'm trying to explain it here. Basically just thinking that the universe is a set guideline, and I think that there's many dimensions which every possible outcome will happen. So every outcome from every action, I think there's another universe that has that outcome from that action. And obviously that's a ton of universes. Like, that's everything that happens in this universe. There's another universe for what happens if something else had happened. For everything. And I know that is a huge number that no one could ever possibly fathom. But I think that's what happens. And in order for the universe to stay its own universe, it needs to abide by itself. And the universe will do whatever it takes in life, in its own life, to keep itself alive. Like, say someone in the world just had to die. The universe will make that person die in some way, shape, or form at some point. They can't, because if they didn't die, it would like rip a hole in the universe's space-time continuum thingamar blah 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 blah. So it's really hard to explain. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to figure it out. So it's like, if you just Think of the universe as a never-ending math equation. Every number has to add up. If one number doesn't add up, then the universe will make that number add up by doing something else to make it add up, whether that be killing someone or making a ball deflate while you're playing volleyball or something. Like just examples like that. There's going to be another universe where the numbers added up so the ball didn't deflate and then someone spiked the ball and they got a point or something like that. Like, this is just totally me thinking out loud here. So I think that there's a universe for every outcome to every situation in the entire universe, which is just like different dimensions, but there's just so many of them that we still can't fathom that today. And I think that humanity is just coming to realize that there is a possibility of that, but 1,000 years ago, or even like 100 years ago, or 50 years ago, like 10 years ago even, we would never really thought of that. And again, I'm not bashing religion or anything. I think religion is part of that, and I think it's also part of a set of guidelines to live your life and to just be a good person and not be an evil, conniving, mastermind villain, ha 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 type of person. I think that religion has its goods, has its bads, and the only bad thing I really feel about religion, I guess, is that it gets taken over by not good people, as in like evil people that just try to use it for their own gain, and unfortunately they succeed. So I think that's where religion gets faulted, because it just it can't live up to its hype, basically. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my ramblings on here. I don't want to go too long here because I don't want to get into like the 10 or 9 or whatever minute mark, because I don't like talking for that long. My throat gets dry. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about the universe and Insanity Sark. I know those are two very different topics to talk about, and so I hope you guys just have fun listening to me. Follow me on Facebook at PattyJack. Follow Insanity Sark on Twitter at Insanity Sark, obviously. And other than that, follow me on Facebook too if you haven't, because I do post updates there too. And yeah, if you guys want to get a hold of me, just follow me on everything. Just follow me. I am your entire life. Okay, so on that note, I would like to say thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.